What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You know what? I need to cover some of this crazy news that came out today on crypto as a whole. I mean, holy crap. So we're going to cover this article by Cointelegraph, and it's covering what happened in crypto today. And literally, it means today, because today was a massive news day. As of recording this, it is still January 23rd of 2025. So one big thing that happened was the SEC revoked the SAB 121 crypto according rule. So, what is this allowing? It is allowing banks now to custody Bitcoin and I guess other crypto assets. So if you understand what this means you're going to have your great outstandingly great grandparents going to the bank and saying, hey, I want me some of that Bitcoin. And they're going to have the possibility of custodying the Bitcoin and or whatever other digital assets for those ancient folks that need the bank still. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. Definitely self-custody is the way to go. Don't let a bank hold your stuff and charge you fees to hold your own assets. It doesn't make sense. But hey, you know what? It is going to allow millions of people who otherwise don't want to custody themselves access to the crypto industry, which is absolutely bonkers. But the crypto industry had a long pushback on rules, saying it would make holding crypto administratively, I can't read that word, more difficult for financial firms to hold, but of course they got rid of that. Great. Trump signs an executive order for crypto working group prohibiting the CBDC. So there were a lot of people who were worried that the US might be getting onto the CBDC. A lot of people don't understand what would be so terrible about a CBDC. That is a central bank digital currency, for those who don't understand the acronym. The reason why it's so bad is because you essentially lose your privacy to whatever you're buying. And then it also could make it to where they could lock you out of your money easier than ever. If they decide, you know what, you're not spending enough money on healthy things, you are no longer allowed to spend your money, period. Oh, you decided to not pay your taxes on time, we're just going to stop you from being able to buy food. Oh, you got X amount of gas this month, we're going to stop you from buying gas because we care about the climate. The amount of control they could have is obscene, so we don't want that. Also, we would much prefer just stop bothering us when it comes to our money. How about we do that? Anyways, that's just my thoughts on it. Anyways, Trump just signed the executive order to make sure there will be no CBDC. So that is absolutely fantastic. FEMX halts withdrawals amid $29 million of suspicious outflows. Ugh, not good. If you're on FEMX, might be time to get on out of there. I know they blocked the US, so it is what it is. But FEMX saw over $29 million worth of crypto transfers across multiple blockchains, including BNB, Polygon, Arbitrum, Base, according to on-chain security surveyors. So that's kind of a shame. You don't want to see that when they shut down withdrawals after massive withdrawals have been happening. Usually it's a very bad sign for exchanges. We normally don't have to worry about that till a bear market, but yikes. No good there. Let's move right along. Vitalik Buterin takes aim at unlimited political bribery using tokens. So at this point, I think Vitalik is just, you know, I think he's losing it. I think he's losing it because the Ethereum co-founder out there, he created his Ethereum foundation, and I swear they are suppressing the heck out of the price of Ethereum. But now it seems like he's just like trying some way to get into the limelight, even though it's like, oh, crypto donations. We haven't had to worry about the huge crypto donations outside of Donald Trump getting a ton of them. But before that, it was the lobbying that, what's his face? FTX guy. Jeez. I forgot his name. It was a bunch of letters. It was Sam Bankman-Fried. There we go. I got it. Anyways, yeah, Sam Bankman-Fried. He was lobbying like the entire U.S. Congress, just greasing the wheels out there, trying to not get seen. And yeah, it could create problems in the future. But anyways, it just seems like Vitalik Buterin's trying to get into the news, maybe trying to get a boost for the Ethereum network. By the way, if you don't catch my live streams, you should, because the Ethereum everything ecosystem does look like it's about to have a big move. I think you guys should keep your eyes on that ecosystem. Just a thought, fleeting thought. Anyways, Trump's meme coin causes heads to spin in DC. Yeah, because like he did launch it just before he got inaugurated, so technically speaking, it wasn't illegal. But if he tries promoting it or trying to run it or doing something while holding office, technically speaking, I don't think you're allowed to do that. But of course, it's going to make all of DC just be like, you used your position to gain wealth. And he's going to be like, it was a meme coin my son did. I don't know what you're talking about. Glad it's doing well, though. So we're going to see how that all pans out. But according to a January 21st Fortune report, the watchdog group Citizens of Responsibility and Ethics in Washington was exploring a lawsuit over the Trump token, but said it was an uncertain legal grounds. Before Trump, no U.S. president had ever launched a cryptocurrency or had such politically wide-reaching financial entanglements with foreign companies and governments. So yeah, this is untapped ground. We can blame the government themselves for not creating the framework or creating any type of, I don't know, regulations. Yeah, Gary Gensler, staring at you, buddy. Should have done that. I know a lot of people are going to have some very strong feelings over what happened with the Trump token. I get it. I did not personally buy it, so I really don't even care, because I don't like buying pump and dumps. I really don't. I don't care who's running them. I don't care if it's bad luck. I really don't care. I love that you have the freedom to do that, but technically he didn't rug pull, I guess, but there were insiders that sold off the coin. So I can see the moral gray area. But he did illustrate on his website there was an 80% token lockup that is going to be released over the course of his presidency. Yeah, that right there, I'm never buying that token. Just kind of is what it is. Do your research, people. Anyways, new era in mining. How tokenization can transform the salt industry. This is actually a really big deal. Last time Trump was in office, he increased the salt tax. That screwed over a lot of people. So now he's trying to do salt deductions. That's good. Yeah, anyways, an innovative approach reshapes salt mining, unlocking investment access and setting new benchmarks across global industries. Tokenization of reshaping industries and the mining sector is no exception, as the process by which the real-world assets, so RWAs, are digitized and traded via blockchain. Tokenization industries introduces a profound transformation to the mining industry, where everyone can own a fraction of a massive mining facility, sharing its profits and growth. That actually, I do believe, is kind of amazing, especially with the RWA plays that are out there. So if you're not picking up what this article is putting down, it's pretty much how you have heard about these crazy mining industries, whether it be lithium, salt, iron ore, or anything else. Even the logging companies, you can hate them, but guess what? Now it's going to give you easier access to get a slice of that pie. You can get some of the returns. So this is actually going to make it not only for those businesses to get larger faster, it'll also open the door for smaller businesses to jump in if everybody can start participating in jumping into things like this to then invest and make profits from. So this might actually help out a lot in the future for the little guy trying to come up in this world. But a tidal shift in the salt market. Okay, I get it. How Hansa is leading the way. Yeah, I'm going to link this in the description below. You guys can read through this article in depth. But key statistics here. reserves 150 million plus tons of high purity salt. Market valuation estimated at over $700 million. Not too shabby there. Growth projection. This is where you really want to understand what's going on, but the production capacity to exceed 100,000 tons a month by 2029. That is absolutely insane. But anyways, moving right along, let's check in. This is just going really in depth of salt mining. I mean, wow. Social and economic impact of it, the road ahead, and all this other stuff. Let's move right along. Morgan Stanley to explore crypto offerings for clients. CEO, very nice. So Morgan Stanley jumping in there, trying to offer a bunch of crypto assets. That is fantastic. Morgan Stanley tested crypto waters in 2024. January 24, Morgan Stanley, head of digital asset makers Andrew Peel, said the central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and Bitcoin threaten the US dollar. Peel criticized digital currencies as a paradigm shift that has potential of disintermediating global settlement systems such as SWIFT interbank messaging protocol. Okay, all right. That was a very hard word for me to say because I've never seen that word before. Absolutely wild. But what they're, I guess, directly pointing at, this is for the XRP army out there. XRP is literally built to take over SWIFT. I mean, the amount of trillions of dollars that are passed through that thing, it's going to be hard for it to do that. Especially because banks love their control. They love control. To have them give up control, whatever you're doing, it better be the 5-star athlete you think it is, because you get one little hiccup, back to the old thing. There's no way we're ever doing this, and good luck for another 100 years. But oh my goodness, Morgan Stanley gave the green light for its financial advisors to begin pitching Bitcoin ETFs to clients in August of 2024, which marked a milestone for crypto. So that's great. Morgan Stanley finally was like, we've been fighting this for years. Let's just jump on board. And they wanted money. That's why they did. They wanted money. They realized how much money the crypto space was bringing, and they're like, oh boy, MicroStrategy is eating our lunch. We might as well start offering this to people. So that's essentially what they did. 1 week later, in August 14th, Morgan Stanley disclosed $188 million in Bitcoin ETF assets, held over 5.5 million shares of BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF. So, yeah, they didn't just like, oh, we're going to test the waters. No, they started throwing some money in there. So that is great to see. Anyways, Trump signs executive order for crypto working group prohibiting CBDC. We already covered that. I don't know why they're covering it again in the same article, but Blockstream launches 2 Bitcoin investment funds. That's kind of cool. More Bitcoin investment funds, less to go around, number go up. That's really what we're looking at. But blockchain development firm Blockstream has launched 2 instrumental investments funds to provide direct exposure to the company's Bitcoin ecosystem, giving investors the ability to earn yields on Bitcoin-backed loans and other reserve streams. That is crazy. Bitcoin-backed loans. Well, so this begins. A lot of people out there don't realize sometimes you can take out loans based off collateral by way of your stock holdings. Now it looks like they're starting to do that with Bitcoin. That is wild. You will, and I'm not saying it might happen, you will have people take out loans based off their Bitcoin holding and then buy more Bitcoin with it. Just be prepared. The number can go up astronomically higher than you think it can. That's a really big deal. Anyways, moving right along, the Trump factor. Analysis believe that recent election of U.S. President Donald Trump marks a pivotal turning point for the crypto industry. Damn straight, he's bringing in regulation. What? Anyways, I'm going to move on from that. You guys can read this if you want. Here is something that's quite interesting. BNB chain accelerates Web3 intelligence with its AI first vision for developers. This is kind of a big deal. Hopefully, this is actually going to make it to where BNB stops with all the damn rug pulls and it actually starts getting some decent projects on it. Because I'll tell you, last bull run, I played around in the ecosystem of Binance Smart Chain. It was absolutely amazing. And now it's kind of like a 70-30. 70% you're getting rug pulled. It is absolutely horrendous to even try to deal with it. So hopefully they clean up all the garbage in there and they actually start focusing in on good projects once again. Anyways, as an AI first blockchain, BNB chain leverages its scalable secure and high throughput infrastructure to drive the future of decentralized AI by enabling the seamless integration of AI-driven apps, access DeFi, NFTs, and GameFi. So the big thing here just sounds like AI agents are about to come onto the Binance Smart Chain. Just like they're already out there on Base Network, they're also on the Solana network. I personally believe the Solana networks, I've seen them working a lot more than I've seen Base Network ones doing anything. You guys in the comments below, please let me know if it's doing stuff. But I have like blatantly seen the AI working through X as well as doing trades and things like that on the Solana network a lot more. But I could be wrong, because, you know, Base started getting the AI agents first through the Virtuals protocol. So maybe they're doing it too. I just haven't seen it. And yeah, anyways, moving right along. An effort blockchain, BNB poses itself as AI first blockchain supporting key Web3 sectors such as decentralized finance. Okay, we're just repeating ourselves. Great article, love it. Anyways, real world apps on BNB chain. Building on this momentum, the expansion of BNB chain DeFi ecosystem highlights an increasing adoption of blockchain based platforms and their potential to drive AI powered innovations in Web3 space. Beautiful. So they actually do have a landscape for this. That's kind of cool. They're getting a bunch of new apps. I like it. I like it a lot. Innovation is the way to go. Innovation is the way to go. All right, I don't want to read all of that. Let's move right along. Trump poses to make U.S. world capital of AI / crypto at Davos. So yeah, he did say that at Davos that he wants Bitcoin or AI and crypto to be like the central hub of America. He is solely focused on bringing in as much money as possible into the United States. So just keep that in mind as the future comes along. He is bringing up some really good things when it comes to regulation. I do believe we're about to have two separate classes of cryptocurrencies. You're going to have the basically security based, the ones that are regulated by the SEC, and then you're probably going to have the commodity based ones, kind of like your Bitcoin, kind of like your Dogecoin, things that are truly decentralized and they can't even be somewhat regulated because they're worldwide. So that's one of the things. I know some of you are going to get mad at me over the XRP reference. I know. But you know what? Ripple has this weird thing where they can release more tokens based off their escrow account. And then they can also keep those tokens if they don't sell them off. Sounds like they're holding much more than half. Sounds a little centralized. Stop getting mad at me, XRP Army. Stop it. Another one that seems like it's pretty centralized is Binance Smart Chain, or Binance Token. So the Binance Token, if you want to call something a security, I'd call that a security. That thing, it's propped up by the Binance exchange. On top of that, they do corporate buybacks by way of buying their token and burning it. And you know what? That one, Yeah, SEC, go regulate that thing. It's fine. But also, for those of you who are afraid of, oh no, it might be deemed a security, it's not a big deal. It'll just be like expedited into those spot ETFs way faster. So if you want something that's going to explode in price quicker and you want a bunch of institutions touching it, let it be a security. Chill out. It's not that big a deal. Anyways, promises made, promises kept. So this is literally what Trump is running off of right here. Promises made, promises kept. He is all over it. So right now, Trump did follow through with his promises to pardon Silk Road founder Ross. So he did do that, who was released from prison after more than 11 years. However, a New York Times report suggests that the then president candidate pledged to commute his sentence in an attempt to win over the Liberation voters after meeting with the Liberation Party chair in 2023. He already did the pardon, so we already saw it. The U.S. president also has his own personal stake in the future of crypto industry after launching the official Trump token. Yeah, he does now on January 17th. The meme coin has proved controversial with the U.S. lawmakers, crypto users, and figures in the industry claiming the project was a cash grab for Trump to capitalize on the office of presidency and potentially be influenced by hostile foreign governments. Trump's kind of being hostile to every government right now, so if they were trying to bribe him, I don't think they did a very good job. All right, John McAfee's window launches meme coin, but some suspect a scam. Obviously, it's going to be a scam. Are we kidding me? John McAfee's still alive? I stopped hearing about John McAfee for a while, but the big thing I heard from him was back when he was like, what was it, 2020, 2021, where he was talking about Bitcoin's going to $1 million, or else he's going to cut off his, anybody who's been in the space, you know what I meant, you know, I'm wondering if he came through with it. A lot of people took that bet. Anyways, Cover also launches a meme coin. Traders see big gains. So wild. There's a bunch of meme coins coming out. One of these days, these meme coins are not going to explode the way they are, but you know, is what it is at this point. Cardano Foundation research shows fundamental shift in blockchain use. Interesting. The majority of projects involved in authenticity virtual, establishing confirmed identity and legitimacy through secure verification. Yeah, you know, the whole thing before was pseudo-anonymous. That was kind of a really big deal, but yeah, now we're starting to, hey, you got to know your customer more and more, which is not great. But anyways, moving right along. Once again, you guys can read all of this on your own. Blockchain giant performs program allocates $5 million to Web3 developers. Let's see who this blockchain giant is. Bits Crunch, a blockchain analytics platform, launches a $5 million ecosystem grant program to support Web3 developers with funding, API credits, and token-based assets. So this is turning into a running thing where a bunch of different layer ones are basically doing the exact same thing. So you have AVAX that's doing that. Noted, I think AVAX is kind of ahead of the game because they created subnets. We have FTM who upgraded to Sonic. They're doing it also. I have to look more into Sonic, but I think Sonic is now doing subnets as well. That's a great way for them to solve the scaling thing. It's a great thing. But Solana's doing it too, and it just seems like this is becoming the norm, the base, because now if they're bringing in money to pay the developers to do their projects, you're going to have a lot less rug pulls. A lot less rug pulls. So this is actually really good for the entire ecosystem. I do love to see that. For the whole NFTs thing, we'll see if they come back. It just seems like NFTs are not really that big a deal anymore. but we'll wait and find out. Anyways, Senator Loomis chosen to chair Senate subcommittee on digital assets. This lady is so very bullish on the space. It is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But Wyoming Senator Cynthia Loomis has been appointed by Senator Rick Scott, the head of the Senate Banking Committee, to chair the Senate Banking Subcommittee of Digital Assets. According to Loomis, the subcommittee has two primary objectives: to pass comprehensive digital asset legislation and to conduct federal oversight over regulatory agencies to protect against overreach. So this is actually phenomenal. This is again a part of that regulation framework we've been waiting on for years. I have to emphasize that. For years we have been waiting for that. Anyways, another thing that happened today was the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve gains momentum, but doubts still remain. So yeah, Donald Trump did come out and he basically said he is going to create a stockpile for the US of crypto assets. He didn't say Bitcoin alone. So now, of course, the speculation begins. What is he going to do? Is it Bitcoin, XRP, Link, Ethereum, and everything else? You know what I'm doing? I'm paying attention to what this foundation for Trump, I forgot what it's called, World something or another. I'm just going to pay attention to what tokens they are gathering up, and I'm going to tell you what, they have been gathering up ETH like it is going out of style. So I do believe ETH is going to be a part of it. We will find out in the coming weeks, days, years. We will see. Once the billionaires have gathered up all that they want, I'm sure the announcement will come, because that's just how this works. But anyways, Bitcoiners donate $270,000 to fund Ross Ulbricht's personal expenses. That is awful nice. Apparently, he was such a good guy. Bitcoin holders want to give him some cash. Fantastic. That's great. He is out of prison. He's there. He's doing it. So there he is. Anyways, moving right along. Real estate firm Phantom can now add Bitcoin to its balance sheet. And here comes the institutional FOMO. Everybody saw what MicroStrategy did. They went from peanuts to now they're on the S&P 500. So guess what? Every company is going to start doing. They are going to start putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet, and over time, we are going to see this absolute ballooning of the Bitcoin asset, because you're going to have all these different companies selling off or diluting their shares so they can buy more Bitcoin and rinse and repeat. Of course, it was called a Ponzi scheme. I'm not going to say they're wrong, because simply put, they're leveraging their entire business on buying more Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't even know what the implications are going to be when Bitcoin starts going down, but we will see. The fact that BlackRock's behind Bitcoin now, maybe they got some more legs to stand on, but oof, the risky business out here, risky business. We're going to see how that goes. But corporate institutional adoption on the rise. Yeah, that's what we're all worried about here. Let's see here. As Zach noted, Phantom's foray in Bitcoin is partly influenced by a rapid uptick of cryptocurrency among corporate and institutional circles. In their first 11 months of trading, the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs broke $100 billion in net assets, marking the most successful ETF launch of all time. Yeah. 2025, we're going to call this the institutional FOMO year, where this is going to be absolutely crazy. But how to choose a cryptocurrency exchange, 3 key tips. Why are they pointing at FEMX? Probably because you probably shouldn't go in there. But yeah, number 1, focus on security first. I mean, yeah, that is important. Number 2, look for efficiency in deposits and trading. Yeah, it's true. That's not wrong. Seek innovation and unique features. No, no, don't look for that. Don't look for that. I would say look for benefits. That's really what it is. Because the only amount of crypto that should be on an exchange from a seasoned crypto trader is only what you're willing to trade. Other than that, put it in your cold storage if you don't want to trade it. Put it in a hot wallet if you're ready to take some profits at an instant. Just send it over to the exchange, take your profits, get them off. Don't leave all of your crypto on exchanges. It's a terrible idea. Just don't do it. Anyways, moving along here, Binance Labs rebrands, dives into AI as CZ returns as mentor. That's great. Awesome. We covered that. Anyways, moving right along, China sold nearly 20 billion Bitcoin from Plus token seizures. Crypto Quant CEO. Oh my goodness. Is that why we're getting weird price action? Is it China again? Oh man. I'll tell you, we had the China ban on crypto. We had the Chinese kicking out miners. We all of a sudden had the Chinese bringing miners back. We had the China's gonna unban crypto, and now this? Unreal. China, get it together. What are we doing? Anyways, yeah, Bitcoin, I guess, didn't even care. I'm guessing all the institutions were like, thank you, appreciate it. And notably, BlackRock's Bitcoin exchange traded fund bought 600 million worth of Bitcoin on January 21st. That's one day. It bought 600 billion worth, which marks the biggest buy of the year, according to Arkham intelligence data. Wow, the biggest buy of the year? Are you sure? 21 days into the new year, that's going to be the biggest one? Stop it. You stop it right now. Anyways, we will see what company can try and beat that out. Absolutely insane. Yeah, this seems to be a never-ending list because guess what? This is all the news that came out today. I've been talking for 31 minutes already. If you want to read through this in much greater depth, you guys can, because I'm going to link this in the description below. Hopefully you enjoyed me covering all of this crazy news. The biggest takeaways you should be taking from this: RWAs are on the rise, institutions are jumping in like crazy into Bitcoin, and then on top of it, you had Donald Trump signing an executive order talking about the US is going to create a crypto asset stockpile. And then, of course, Binance Smart Chain jumping into the AI space. Maybe they're going to matter more. Who knows? But, oh, another thing that I didn't get to in this. Apparently, Larry Fink is trying to pressure the SEC to tokenize the stock market. So there's that. There's something else. But yeah, so lots of stuff going on in this market. Absolutely wild. If you made it to the end, because wow, this is a long video, hit the like, subscribe to the channel, maybe join the Discord. Also, give me a comment. Tell me if you enjoyed this. Tell me I made it to the end, something. Anyways, I'm going to get on out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out, staying in here. Join the channel. We got some big moves coming this year. I go live every single day going over technical analysis. On top of that, every day I'm trying to drop in some brand new projects for you guys so you can get in early on some hopefully great projects. I'm saying hopefully because they are brand new and it is crypto. Lots of rug pulls out there. So other than that, hey, do your research, pay attention, and let's make some of this generational wealth. Take it easy.